He was at New Mexico last season. And the handoff, first play from scrimmage. So wishbone formation behind off to the NFL. 8 yards to go, plenty of time for Burrell, and right across midfield and some extra yardage. That's the receiver Stanley Morrison, still on his feet. And finally into the Dodge red zone for the first time tonight. Burrell looked to keep, but
76 on the offense.
Flanking him, Turbin. And the handoff to Turbin. 5 wides for Burrell. Second down and 9. 4-man rush picked up, and Burrell is going to tuck this one across the 10-yard line for the Aggies. 1 yard to go. And there's the pitch deep in the backfield, hit by slot. Chris Ulinski, who hit
Terrence came with them in the Division I level. Number 7 can play.
Offensive Player of the Year at the JUCO level last year. His first pass as a Ute is complete, and David Reed helped Utes after an 8-yard pickup. Ball on the ground, diving on it in a hurry, Bobby Wagner. Dave Baldwin, successful thus far. Handoff and right into the... These have gone the wrong way if you're a Utah State Aggie. That one for -4 yards. Here's second down and long. Screen pass set up. And it's down jump for the Muss and making some noise in Rice-Eccles. Burrell hit as he lets that one go, and it's during camp, hit a 56-yarder last season.
You don't swing quite so hard.
Here's the handoff. 35 at that Sugar Bowl. Shotgun with 5 wides for Kane. Throws it behind Reed. He goes back and gets it. All kinds of turf for 16. He gets a big block downfield, and another one by Key. Touchdown, Utah!
Knockout block, and he gets one more from Key. As
Harris and Omar Sawyer waiting on this Roman kick. There's Omar from inside his own 10.
Holding, number 7 on the receiving team.
Next weekend on the mountain, Michael Smith and Robert Turbin, the 2 backs for the Aggies. Burrell will keep this one and showing some juice coming out. Was a backup in the first 3. I tell you what. Second down and 6. And Burrell. Third down and 8 for Utah State. 4-man rush. They get some pressure on him and overthrown. The intended receiver awaits this Peter Caldwell kick. Here's Luke from his own 26. Got a little bit of room across midfield, breaks a tackle, and
always here if they need me.
Absolutely, always there for his Aggies now too. He told us the other day in talking, this is my office, and he makes it a point to hop up and see his guys. And how about this guy?
Taking on Wagner at 225.
Play that took a little while to develop. Good news for Cougars, will play against OU on Saturday. Here's Kane with 5 wide. This time he hits 82, John Peel. And he
garnered 6 points.
Wait on this Roman kick. Again it's Sawyer from his goal line. Look at the Utes cover. Special teams down there in a jip.
Block in the back, number 47 on the receiving team. Snap infraction on the offense.
15 yards. Sawyer will join Turbin in the
backfield,
backfield, and there he goes.
Oh, goodness.
Nobody there for him, and Robert Turbin off to the races.
Oh, my goodness.
Nobody's going to catch him, and the sophomore goes.
The red shirt's taking off and moving. Then all of a sudden, there it is. The safeties are gone. There's nobody left. Now here it's a foot race and turn.
This one low and will bounce into the hands of David Reed. Utah State, 179 total yards. And coming around for this handoff is David Reed. He's been to Florida. We'll have Florida Gator head coach Urban Meyer joining us via the phone on the broadcast in the summer last year, that's for sure. But Kane will take this snap and hand it off into the belly of Asiata. Here he goes. Look at Matt run across.
Holes for number 4.
And again the give to number 4, refusing to go down and high on the new guy coming in from Snow College that hurt against Oregon State. Kane tucks this one and tries to make something happen. So for Kane, here's the blitz off the edge, picked up plenty of time. He connects again with Reed. David Reed has to see a lot of rotating with Jordan Wynn if this game remains tight. And off to Asiata, short game. Jordan Wynn put on about 50 pounds in the offseason. Screen set up, and Asiata is going to take this one diving across the 20-yard.
Now pass from the Wildcat.
Eddie Wide into the ball game to spell Asiata. Good blocking down the field by Jeremy Brooks. Here is that Asiata formation for the first time in 09. Matt will keep, and he's again. Asiata will keep this time. It's Pater, touchdown.
The motion, they don't even bother to cover Kane. Here he comes to the left again behind Zane B. Ours thus far, keeping Kane upright.
There's Burrell, the pressure. Picked up and does a good job of making something happen, Mike. Short spell in the NFL, and here he is as the defensive coordinator in his first go tonight. Burrell, pocket collapsing, put it out there for Eric. The Muss with the third down jump. A designed run play for Burrell, nothing doing. Punt block was on. Caldwell gets it up and off as Luke Matthews having a little bit of trips to Colorado State, TCU, and BYU. Make for a tough schedule this season. For Freddie Brown's gone now, and you don't hear downtown Freddie Brown anymore. So after the first incomplete pass of the night, here's Kane on third down. This one complete and good enough for a first. So a fresh set of downs for Kane. And the handoff to Asiata. Asiata drags James Brinch 5 yards a carry in 2008. Here's the handoff to his backup, Eddie Wide, who's back next to Kane. Second down and 5 to the air into Elijah Wesson. Here's Wesson across the 30, steps out of bounds. Blitz is on and picked up. Ball thrown a little bit behind the intent.
Kane to remain upright and deliver the ball on the money.
Back into the Dodge red zone and just of Kane. Wide stuffed in the backfield again. It worked last time. A short touchdown run for Matt. Here he's popped in the backfield. Helmet flies off. And a big lick by bunch set. And Kane will take this one, and he will not cross the plane. A goal line stand for the Utah State.
Wagner once again making a key play. Great job of the defensive tackles too, getting underneath the Utah offensive lineman.
It worked earlier from the 4-yard line, 96-yard run, slipping. Burrell regains his feet and throwing it up top.
They gave it the one big play, but not too many others.
Again, the run, again.
He's not going to be able to take all his steps. Good opportunity for a return for Utah.
It's blocked! Great pressure right up the middle by Utah.
Caldwell needed to step back just a little bit more. He needed to use more room. But what Martinez does is he uses the fullback as a line.
Reed and Wesson deep to receive. A line drive kickoff, and here comes David Reed. Here's Kane, wide receiver screen to Reed. Kane and the Utes in Aggie territory. The handoff to Asiata behind the big guys on the right side. Bergstrom wides for the Utes. It's Asiata remaining, the lone back in the backfield. Good job picking up the blitz and plenty of time for Kane. And now he'll roll. Good blocking downfield by both receivers. The play pass in and out of the... And his first start in Division I football, Terrence Kane make that 11 first half. And they're trailing by 13 and trying to hold Utah here on third down. Four-man rush. And they finally get to him. Patrick Green, the snapper. Selwood with the hold. And from 44 yards, a game last season. Full night here up on the hill, Coach, as you can imagine.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best kept secrets, and another year like they had last year, it's not going to be a secret we do. I think the way our approach has always been, you just make it so hard, and the practices are extremely difficult here at Florida. And it was all like when we were...
12-0 run, and Coach, I know you've remained close with two guys that were on that staff, both Gary Anderson and Coach Kyle Whittingham here.
We hired our second year, and him and Kyle are obviously very close, but he's the man for Utah State. He's got a lot of connections throughout that state. He understands how to recruit California. If I had a Utah was tremendous.
And Urban, not only coaches that have coached with you, but players that have played for you. I know you thought the world of Alex Smith, your quarterback here, in that great run in 2004. As flags come down and the ball goes down as well. Luke Matthews having a tough time hanging on to it.
Yeah, he's going to be a great coach. We tried to hire him here as a graduate.
Charleston Southern heading to the Swamp this Saturday night. Thanks so much, Coach.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me on.
May have been the argument prior to 2008 national championship, because you're right, play in this first half. And ball tipped up in the air and popped into the hands of Brindley. James Brindley, the safe odds red zone. The 5-yard line. And Turbin is stuck. Other end. Turbin joins Burrell. Burrell will keep. Can he beat him to the corner? Yes, he can. Touchdown, Aggie. Yeah, but he's had plenty of confidence, plenty of big plays in this first half. Let's take it to the house, go talk about it. Come out, you. Again, the give is to Ossie. Opening toss and deferred to the second half. Set to return this one, and it is David Reed. Reed spins his way up. Thank you, Sammy, and here comes Terrence Kane, 11 for 15 in the first half.
11 for 15.
The fumble wasn't his fault either on the exchange, just like that one to Asiata. This one clean. Out a little bit on that defensive line. There's a nice hole on that left.
And continue to create those holes for number 4.
And one thing we may be...
His defensive tackles, he wanted some new people in there because they were getting ripped. Boy, good call, Coach.
Changes in positions with the new staff for the Aggies. Second down and long. Kane will buy some time. Nice little dump pass to Asia. Eddie Wide joins Kane in the backfield. He'll stay in to block. And firing. And that's Keyshawn Murphy there to receive this Sean Selwood punt. And going on in the first half of play here at Rice-Eccles Stadium. And here come the Utah State Aggies. First pass attempt in the second half. In 2-a-days. Now he's back to a tight end spot after Zach Zimmerman went down with a knee injury. Had a sweet Jerry curl and a mustache that fit that description. Todd Christensen, my broadcast partner here. 0 for 6 on third down tonight. This Aggie offense. Make that 0 for 7. Better hair, Peppa. I don't doubt it. So there's Peter Caldwell punting it away. Luke Matthews will hang on to this one. 2 sacks. 2 of 8 sacks on John Parker Wilson against Alabama. There in New York. Talked about him with Urban Meyer on the phone earlier. There's Asiata, gets the edge and cuts it back.
With Terrence. And James, I got to tell you, I'm pretty impressed. You're one of the only guys I know that can get Urban Meyer on the phone at 10 o'clock.
In those Texans. And what an outstanding job Morgan has done as we watch Terrence Kane's pass go way over the head. 2 of 6, a little bit better than Utah State, but still they'd like to get it here. And there's a big gap for Asiata. 1 Utes in rushing last year, but he shared time in the backfield. It's his show this year. Play action pass to Matt. Hard charging and a piece of the face.
Anymore.
redefined as starting with the center in all these new offenses. Yes, any change in this year's college football rules. Here's Eddie Wide.
It's in this game. He already played half the quarter and doesn't feel like it.
Here's Eddie Wide. One more stab at the end.
It was questionable coming into this game. A direct snap to the runner.
And Asiata rolled
Over the top for a 6.
So first down and 10, and that one swatted down. Will take on Oregon. Head to Eugene later this season, and Boise State up 13-0.
On that blue turf, their record, 85-3.
So Utah State trying to do a little something here, and charging around the edge. Whistles do.
Decide for yourself whether or not the arm is going forward first. He did get a piece to him, they're coming after him.
4 wides, Turbin back in the game, and I guess maybe they don't say high school to the University of Utah. Another third down try, and this time connecting. They fake the reverse and an outstanding job. So a turnover on downs. And here come the Utes. Kane hooks up with Jeremy Brooks. Yeah, he's a proven guy, but to hold him out of contact completely in two-a-days is something a little bit new. Lucky to do about 210 pounds, but then put on about 5 to 7 more. And there he does an excellent job of picking up the blitz to buy Kane pounds back to make sure he had some durability, a little bit of extra meat, and it seemed to serve him well. And they certainly have done it tonight here at Rice-Eccles Stadium, a sellout crowd as the handoff is. Here's Burrell, the pressure, but he's going to get away from it, and a big pickup down the field for the Aggie quarterback. Comes all the way back across the field and here's Burrell, first down and 10. He connects with Stanley Morrison. And about
coming up this Monday, tune into the Mountain, 7 p.m. We are going to take you to South Central, to Robert's old neighborhood. He and his family.
Hosted by Sammy. She's done a wonderful job with the new show. We're really proud of it on the Mountain and getting the inside scoop in his freshman year. Ball on the ground. Burrell's going to pick it up and turn around. Aggies have not converted on third down tonight. Great coverage down the field. Does he hold on to it? Yes, Justin. It's Terrence Kane and Asiata. Asiata will take this one, and there's our guy Brindley, the safety. Third down, Utah tonight. 5 wides. They spread out that defense and taking advantage of it.
It qualifies you as a go-to guy.
Start things off, but that is not the case. He has decided on a starter, and Terrence Kane has not disappointed tonight. East and west, and now north and south. There's the Asiata formation again. And Matt will keep, makes a couple guys miss. That collision time after time, it may cause Brindley to think twice when he goes back there and tweak. And that will truly be, Todd, a different looking tight end. Jermaine Gresham, OU announced today, will probably not play. In this Mountain West Conference this season. One win away from turning that corner and becoming bowl eligible.
A Clayton to Ryan Wolf combination. They certainly will score some points.
And this is our second why they made the switch.
Well, this is a great picture. You can see he just buzzes past. I mean, there's just no chance. No chance at all. Did you ever get a safety in your career?
Never got a safety. Let me ask you this as we take a look and watch. Here's Shaky Smithson.
First chance he's gotten.
Part of this. Utah State has fought from start to finish.